Hello, guys. How are you? I hope you're having a nice day today. If anybody has been following my channel, I did a 7-day challenge where I uploaded a video for 7 days. Now, this is actually the 7th day. I had uploaded a video a couple of weeks ago named "We Are Living in Filth. It is not depression," guys. Please check out that video because it will give you an understanding where everything started from. My mom passed away, and my son and I have only been existing in the house. But we haven't really been living. We haven't been cleaning or anything. We don't use the kitchen. We don't use the rest of the house. I'm at my husband's house all the time. One day I'll have to make a video to explain to you how that situation goes. I cook over here at my husband's house as well. When my mom was alive, I felt that I had a purpose. My purpose was to look after her just like she looked after me and her grandson, my son, from a very long time. In fact, my mom and I have been looking out for each other even before she got to the age where I really needed to take over and make all of the decisions. So I always felt like I had a purpose. That meant cleaning the house, doing all the cooking, doing all the grocery shopping and whatever other shopping, making sure we get to our doctor's appointments and so forth. Well, after my mom passed away, none of that stuff seemed important anymore. And like I said, my son and I was just existing in the house. When I was cleaning the house, when my mom was here, I used to do it between the times when I did something, when I was doing something for her. It kept me busy and it gave me something to do and a reason to do it. And once that time was over, it didn't feel like there was a connection anymore, because I connected cleaning the house with taking care of my mom. Well, one of my lovely subscribers told me that in so many words, I'm not quoting, but in so many words told me that since I'm on YouTube making YouTube videos, that could be my new connection, cleaning the house and recording me cleaning the house. I thought that was a good idea, so that's what I started doing. It was hard at first because the connection still wasn't there, but then I had to realize, whether my mom is here or not, I'm still me. Sometimes when people lose a loved one, it changes them inside, either for the better or for the worst. But it didn't change me. I'm still me. I still feel like myself. I didn't lose anything. I didn't gain anything, and I didn't lose anything. So every other day I would do something. I started in the kitchen first because I need to be able to start using the kitchen again. So I started in the kitchen first. I didn't feel like doing it every day, so every other day I would do something in the kitchen. And of course I recorded it because I wanted you guys to see that I was taking the first step and that I was really trying. And a funny thing, every time I cleaned a section of the kitchen and also threw a lot of stuff out and did some organizing on the shelving units and everything, I started seeing the kitchen again. It wasn't cluttered anymore. It started to become an open space. And I felt really good about that because you guys don't really know me yet. If you continue to watch my videos, you will get to know me better, and I hope you do, because I'm a fun person. I love clean, cleared out, open spaces. So to let the kitchen get as bad as it was, not caring about anything, not seeing the important things, the important side of cleaning. I mean, I guess subconsciously I was thinking, well, since I'm going to wake up tomorrow anyway, the cleaning became, and keeping up the house became less and less and less important. I don't know if everybody will understand what I just said, but I know some of you will understand what I just said. But yeah, guys, the kitchen started to become a little bit brighter. I was able to see the open space, and I'm kind of proud of myself for making that first step and carrying through with what I have already accomplished. Now there's still some things left to do in the kitchen before I can use it. I have to finish cleaning the stove and pull the stove out and the refrigerator out and clean behind that. Sweep the floor up, of course. Clean the stove. And then the kitchen will be ready for use. And I'll be glad because I really love cooking. I don't mind cooking over here at my husband's place, but it's nice to be able to cook while he's at work, and I'd rather cook in my kitchen than cook in his. I really don't care to cook over here when he's not here in his place. I'd rather cook in my own kitchen. So I just have one more step, and I'm going to take you guys along with me on that final step, and then the kitchen will be ready for use again. When my dad passed away in the 1990s, I think that hurt me really bad because I didn't know when he passed. He did not want me there for, to help him out. He was sick and he did not want me there to help him out. He'd rather have his family there to help me out. To help him out. I'm sorry, guys. One day I'll have to tell that story so you can fully understand it. But The way I got over my dad passing, I had a job and I forced myself to go to work every day, every day, every day. And eventually it got a little bit easier. It still hurts when I think about it. I can still cry over it, still feel sad and sorrow inside. But believe it or not, every day it did get a little bit easier. But that's because when I was working and I couldn't just quit my job, and I couldn't lose my mind over it because I still had my mom, my son, and my nephew to look after. So I had to be here. Well, with my mom, even though my son is an adult, God bless him, I still have to be here for him too, because he depends on me for a lot of things. Eating, of course, staying healthy, and guiding him in certain situations. He respects my opinion and how I think, and so he still needs me for that. And by him being an only child, I don't want to leave him here by himself. So I do want to live, guys. And I think for a moment, when I was stagnant with starting to make up my mind to do something with the cleaning, I think my son was actually living for me. I hid the tears. If I cried, it was only for a few seconds because I didn't want him to worry about me. But I think for those times, I'm almost sure he was living for me. Now, guys, there is this saying that time heals all wounds. Of course, when we go through a tragedy where we lose a loved one or a friend, that saying doesn't seem true. But that's because we're understanding the words, but we're not understanding the meaning. With that saying, time heals all wounds, it doesn't mean that we stop hurting when we lose a loved one or stop missing them. It means that as time passes, it gets a little bit easier. Now, a lot of you may think, oh no, it doesn't get any easier. But I'm going to tell you how it gets easier. Every day that you wake up, every day that you wake up, another day that you wake up, that's the part that makes it easy. You're not standing still. You may want to, but every time the sun rises and goes down and rises again, that is another day, whether you like it or not. And that's what makes it easier. But it doesn't mean that we stop missing our loved ones, or stop loving them, or stop caring about them. But with time moving and we're alive and we're waking up every day, we're moving too. Whether we like it or not, whether we want to or not. Now, I still have a long ways to go, guys, getting that house together. I did not clean the kitchen cabinets. I'm not going to. It's old paint. Those cabinets have been in the house since we purchased the house. They've been in the house since the 1940s. If you look at one of my kitchen videos, I can't remember if it's the first one or the second one. I think it's the first one, or it could be the second one. I show you, I have brand new cabinets. They're up in the attic space that needs to be installed, and one day I will have the money to have them installed. My mom and my son and I, we had this dream to really fix this place up. I don't know where the time went, but every day that passed, it went. And my mom, she won't be here in the flesh to see it. At first, I wasn't going to have it done because I'm thinking I was doing this all for my mom. But then there's still my son and I. And on top of that, I'm still me. So there's no reason why I can't keep the plans. Because they're still me. But what I found out most of all, which I already knew this, I guess I refused to go along with it because I didn't feel the same way I felt when my dad passed away. With my mom, I was with her to the very, very end. The Lord blessed us to see, my son and I, to see her take her last breath, and she was not in pain, so it was a blessing in itself. She was not suffering. She did not suffer. I prayed to the Lord to please don't let her suffer, and He answered my prayers, and she did not suffer. And because I didn't feel the same way that I felt when I found out my dad had passed away, I started punishing myself, forcing myself to cry, because I felt that I didn't cry enough. To me, it felt like I didn't cry enough. I wasn't enough in sorrow. I wasn't enough in mental misery. I wasn't enough in love misery, caring misery. And I punished myself by forcing myself to cry, by being sad. And the Lord had to let me know that He knew I loved my mom, as well as I know I love her. The Lord let me know that my mom knew that I loved her. And so, because of that, if I cry, don't cry too long. And so when I shed a tear here and there, it doesn't last. Why? Because I'm still me. I never changed. I'm the same person. And I'm glad, because I understand me better with living with me for such a long time than I would if I changed to a different person, a different mindset, a different way of thinking. And it came back to me that I might be thinking that I'm standing still by forcing myself not to do anything or not caring about doing anything. But I'm only standing still in my mind. My body is still going, because every day when the sun rises and go down, that's another day I've lived. And I need to start doing something, start keeping busy, because unless I just stop being here. Because God forbid the Lord decides to take me. I'm still moving because I'm waking up every day watching the sun. The sun is up, the sun is down. I go to sleep at night. I'm saying this to say, guys, for me and for anybody and for everybody, only if you want to, only if you want it. Time does heal all wounds. And sometimes we just have to go with the flow. And it does help. It takes a while. It's not going to help overnight. But over time, it does get a little better. It does get a little easier. You just have to see it for what it is, that you have been waking up all these years. You never stop loving the person that's not here anymore, but you are still waking up every day, every day. So, making that first step of tackling the kitchen, because I really, my mom isn't here anymore. She used to sleep in the living room, and since she's not here anymore, there's no reason for me to go in there. But in the kitchen, I need the kitchen. So I started with the kitchen, and it really made me feel good. And I'm going to keep going, guys. Once I finish with the kitchen, I'm going to start working on the living room. I need to work on my bedroom. And then I'll start working on the second floor. I need to start back exercising on a regularly like I did before. I've already started eating healthy again, and along with eating healthy, I need to exercise as well. So that's what I'm doing now, and whether I want to or not, I am feeling better, and I'm glad because I can smile. And that's a good thing. I actually went shopping. My husband and I actually went shopping this past weekend, and it wasn't so bad. I mean, before I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go shopping. When I was going shopping, the reason was for my mom, and it gave me great joy. And then it wasn't joyish anymore. But I actually had a good time going shopping the other day, this past weekend, and I found something at the store, at the grocery store, that I hadn't seen before. Please check out my second channel, Let's Make Them Eat. You'll see exactly what I found. If you check that channel out, it will be the last video that was uploaded. And it was actually a nice surprise because it was something that, like I said, I had never seen before. Well, guys, I'm getting ready to end this video. I just wanted to use the 7th day instead of recording me working. I wanted to use the 7th day to kind of talk to you guys a little bit, tell you what I'm doing, how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, and hopefully it will give some type of encouragement for somebody else. that's going through this. Please like the video, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. I know it will help somebody somewhere, because me actually sitting here and talking to you guys about it and saying certain things out loud is helping me. It's helping me. And sometimes I get a nice comment that really takes me a little bit further. So I hope to keep going, which I plan to keep going. And I would like to bring you guys along with me. And I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind sparing a little bit of time just to check me out and see what I'm doing and seeing what I'm up to. Seeing how I'm getting along. And the progress that I will still make, that I'm constantly making. So like I say at the end of every video, guys, let's work together to live better. And from the bottom of my heart, and I mean this, I always thank you for watching. Bye for now.